The couple, who was recently sentenced to decades in prison for human trafficking, forced labor, and child abuse, were back in court this morning as the deadline approaches for them to appeal their convictions. Our Anna Saunders is live in the studio with us and has the latest from court. And Anna, what does this mean?
Well, defense attorneys in this case made it clear that Lantz and Whitefeather will be appealing the convictions. This doesn't mean a new trial. This means they'll ask a higher court to review the case to see if any legal mistakes were made throughout the process.
Jeanne Whitefeather and Donald Lantz appeared virtually from prison in their first hearing since they were each sentenced to more than 100 years in prison. But the clock is ticking for them to appeal their case.
I do want to ask, because we have your appeal deadline is running, is it not, Mr. Lantz, Mr. Belinovich?
And according to John Belinovich, Lantz's attorney, they do intend to do that, as they have already filed a disposition order and intend to make the 30-day window to officially file notice. Aside from the appeal matter, the primary purpose of Friday's hearing was to dismiss the two remaining misdemeanors for Whitefeather and Lantz. These were false swearing charges, accusing them of initially lying, saying they had no income or assets on their bond and court-appointed attorney paperwork. Prosecutors felt these minor charges unnecessary to pursue when their sentences are already extensive.
In light of the outcome of the related felony, or unrelated but felony cases and the sentences imposed therein, therefore we're moving to dismiss those two misdemeanor false swearing counts.
This case goes back to the 2023 discovery of Whitefeather and Lantz's two adopted black teens locked in a shed in Sissonville, further unraveling a major human trafficking case. After a 3-week trial, the jury found that Whitefeather targeted 4 of their 5 adopted black children for their race, and that they both forced them to do labor and live in poor conditions, all while profiting from adoption payments. Now, because this was the first time human trafficking was ever charged and successfully prosecuted in the state, the defense wants another set of eyes on it in an appeal.
The notice of appeals are ready, and I'm going to set up meetings with Mr. Lantz to make sure so we could talk about it, and it will be filed on time.
Now, for the trial, Whitefeather had attorney Mark Plants representing her. He suggested she hire someone else for the appeals process, as he told the court it's not an area of expertise for him. We were told in court that she will be retaining Rebecca Shane. Live in the studio, Anna Saunders, Eyewitness News.